The rivers of India play an important role in the lives of the people. They provide potable water, cheap transportation, electricity, and the livelihood for many people nationwide. This easily explains why nearly all the major cities of India are located by the banks of rivers. The rivers also have an important role in Hindu religion and are considered holy by all in the country. 7 major rivers along with their numerous tributaries make up the river system of India. The largest basin system of the rivers pour their waters into the Bay of Bengal. However, some of the rivers whose courses take them through the western part of the country and towards the east of the state of Himachal Pradesh empty into the Arabian Sea. Parts of Ladakh, northern parts of the Aravalli Range and the arid parts of the Thar Desert have inland drainage. All major rivers of India originate from one of the following main watersheds: Aravalli Range, Himalayan Karakoram Ranges, Sahyadri or Western Ghats in western India, Vindhya and Satpura Ranges and Chotanagpur Plateau in central India. Himalayan glaciers in the Indian subcontinent are broadly divided into the 3 river basins, namely the Indus, Ganga, and Brahmaputra. The Indus Basin has the largest number of glaciers, 3,500, whereas the Ganga and Brahmaputra basins contain about 1,660 glaciers, respectively. Ganga is the largest river system in India. River Ganga or Ganges. Ganga is a transboundary river of Asia which flows through India and Bangladesh. The 2,601 kilometers long river rises in the western Himalayas in the Indian state of Uttarakhand, and flows south and east through the Gangetic Plain of India and Bangladesh, eventually emptying into the Bay of Bengal. Ganga is a lifeline to millions who live along its course. It is a sacred river and worshipped as the goddess Ganga in Hinduism. It has been important historically. Many former provincial or imperial capitals such as Patliputra, Kannauj, Kashi, Allahabad, Murshidabad, Kolkata have been located on its banks. Ganga is home to approximately 140 species of fish and 90 species of amphibian. The river also contains reptiles and mammals, including critically endangered species such as the Greel and South Asian river dolphin. The main stem of the river Ganges begins at the confluence of the Bhagirathi and Alaknanda rivers in the town of Devprayag in the Garhwal division of the Indian state of Uttarakhand. After entering Bangladesh, the main branch of the Ganges River is known as Padma. The Padma is joined by the Jamuna River, the largest distributary of the Brahmaputra. Further downstream, the Padma joins the Meghna River, the second largest distributary of the Brahmaputra, and takes on the Meghna's name as it enters the Meghna estuary, which empties into the Bay of Bengal. Brahmaputra. Brahmaputra is a transboundary river which flows through China, India, and Bangladesh. It is the 9th largest river in the world by discharge, and the 15th longest with 3,080 km. With its origin in the Manasrovar Lake region, near the Mount Kailash, located on the northern side of the Himalayas in Barang County of Tibet as the Yarlung Tsangpo River, it flows along southern Tibet to break through the Himalayas in great gorges and into Indian state of Arunachal Pradesh. It flows southwest through the Assam Valley as Brahmaputra and south through Bangladesh as the Jamuna. In the vast Ganges Delta, it merges with the Padma, the popular name of the river Ganges in Bangladesh, and finally, after merging with Padma, it becomes the Meghna, and from here, it flows as Meghna River before emptying into the Bay of Bengal. Brahmaputra is an important river for irrigation and transportation in the region. The average depth of the river is 38 meters and maximum depth is 120 meters. The river is prone to catastrophic flooding in the spring when the Himalayan snow melts. It is also one of the few rivers in the world that exhibits a tidal bore. It is navigable for most of its length. The lower reaches of the are sacred to Hindus. While most rivers on the Indian subcontinent have female names, this river has a rare male name: Brahmaputra. The lives of many millions of Indian and Bangladeshi citizens are reliant on the Brahmaputra River. Its delta is home to 130 million people and 6 million people live on the riverine islands. These people rely on the annual flood to bring moisture and fresh sediments to the floodplain soils, hence providing the necessities for agricultural and marine farming. In fact, 2 of the 3 seasonal rice varieties cannot survive without the floodwater. Furthermore, the fish caught both on the floodplain during flood season and from the many floodplain ponds are the main source of protein for many rural populations. Godavari. Godavari is India's second longest river after the Ganga. Its source is in Triambakeshwar, Maharashtra. It flows east for 1,465 kilometers, draining the states of Maharashtra, Telangana, Andhra Pradesh, Chhattisgarh, Odisha, ultimately emptying into the Bay of Bengal through its extensive network of tributaries. Measuring up to 312,812 square kilometers, it forms one of the largest river basins in the Indian subcontinent, with only the Ganga and Indus rivers having a larger drainage basin. In terms of length, catchment area and discharge, the Godavari is the largest in peninsular India, and had been dubbed as the Vraya Ganga. The river has been revered in Hindu scriptures for many millennia and continues to harbor and nourish a rich cultural heritage. In the past few decades, the river has been barricaded by a number of barrages and dams, keeping ahead of water which lowers evaporation. Its broad river delta houses 729 persons/km2, nearly twice the Indian average population density, and has substantial risk of flooding, which in lower parts will be exacerbated as the global sea level rises. Godavari originates in the western Ghats of central India near Nashik in Maharashtra, 80 kilometers from the Arabian Sea. It flows for 1,465 kilometers, first eastwards across the Deccan Plateau, then turns southeast, entering the West Godavari district and East Godavari district of Andhra Pradesh. Krishna River is the fourth biggest river in terms of water inflows and river basin area in India, after the Ganga, Godavari, and Brahmaputra. The river is almost 1,400 kilometers long. The river is also called Krishnavani. It is one of the major sources of irrigation for Maharashtra, Karnataka, Telangana, and Andhra Pradesh. Krishna River originates in the western Ghats near Mahabaleshwar at an elevation of about 1,300 meters, in the state of Maharashtra. The river's source is at Mahabaleshwar near Nirja village in the extreme north of Wai Taluka, Sultra district, Maharashtra in the west and empties into the Bay of Bengal at Hamasala Devi, near Kajaru, in Andhra Pradesh, on the east coast. It flows through the state of Karnataka before entering Telangana state. The delta of this river is one of the most fertile regions in India and was the home to ancient Satavahana and Ikshvaku Sun dynasty kings. Vijayawada is the largest city on the Krishna. It causes heavy soil erosion during the monsoon floods. It flows fast and furious. Krishna Basin extends over an area of 258,948 square kilometers, which is nearly 8% of the total geographical area of the country. Most of this basin comprises rolling and undulating country, except for the western border, which is formed by an unbroken line of the Western Ghats. The important soil types found in the basin are black soils, red soils, laterite and lateritic soils, alluvium, mixed soils, red and black soils and saline and alkaline soils. Widespread area near to the Krishna River holds the rich flora and fauna. The last surviving mangrove forests in the Krishna estuary have been declared as the Krishna Wildlife Sanctuary. The sanctuary is the home to the large number of resident and migratory birds. Fishing cat, otter, estuarine crocodile, spotted deer, sambar, black buck, snake, lizards and jackal can also be spotted in the sanctuary. The sanctuary also supports rich vegetation. This river is revered by Hindus as sacred. The river is also believed to remove all sins of people by taking a bath in this river.